Alright, hey guys, it's Max from the Three Gators podcast, and we're back. We're going to do something a little bit different today. But first, I'm going to have them say their names.
Hello, my name is Gabe.
And I'm Rodrigo.
And this is your Three Gators podcast. So, what we're doing, a little bit different. I'm a psychology major, and one of the things we were doing in my classes were talking about our character strengths. And you could take a really quick, just like 20-minute quiz.
It's less than 20 minutes.
It was less than 20 minutes. You guys did it real quick. So, it was just to find your character strengths. And they rank it from 1 to 24. Your top 5 being, you're strong, what you're really good at, or what it says about you. And the bottom 5, being your weakest.
And then after you take the test, they want to know how much money you make.
Yeah.
Tell them $0.
It's optional. But
The marital status is other, if anybody's
Yeah, I had no idea what they were talking about, and they were like, "Do we fill this out?" I was like,
No, I mean, that's why I put in bogus answers, just in case.
I didn't put in anything.
I didn't know that was an option.
"It's your profile."
But, well, yeah.
That's your profile now.
I'm not coming back to this. I already unsubscribed. I'm good. But yeah, this is we thought it'd be a little different, so
Yeah,
a little fun.
and Max already took the test, so we kind of know what he got.
Yeah.
He showed us all of it. So the whole thing was that Rodrigo and I took it, and now
we took it. Disclaimer: we took it literally like an hour ago.
just about.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna quick read off my top 5 and
Your bottom 5.
my bottom 5. Well, they're my top 5 weaknesses.
They're not weaknesses. They're just strengths in
that
different
are
orders.
just at the bottom. You're right.
Yeah, that's different.
Your weakest strengths.
My weakest strengths. That's
There
what
you
they
go.
are.
There you go.
As defined by the website. Also, like the website, like the terms they use have very specific definitions. So, like, kindness isn't your general form of kindness. It's very specific.
We'll explain those later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we'll just get to it. And the whole thing is that we're gonna see if we can agree with what each person got. It's like, does that make sense?
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Okay.
Just a good bit of fun. So, Max, why don't you take the lead here?
I'm gonna say that my top 5, starting at number 1, is humor. I'm just gonna read them off real quick. Humor. My second is kindness. Third is honesty. Fourth is social intelligence, and fifth is fairness. Now again, I just want you let you know that you could take this quiz at the via character .org thing.
We're not sponsored by them.
Not sponsored, but just I thought if you
want to try it out.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I've had to do a similar thing for business. It wasn't this website, but yeah.
Yeah. So as everybody knows, humor is liking to make people laugh, and to laugh and tease, bring smiles to other people, see the light side, and making jokes. So that's what humor is, and that really defines me. I'm going to say number 2, kindness, is doing favors and good deeds for others, helping them and taking care of them. I'm very kind. I'm just going to say
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
And just read them off quickly.
Yeah. Honesty is speaking the truth. I don't need to see. Really? I had no idea. Social intelligence is something people might not know. It's being aware of motives and feelings of others and oneself. Knowing what to do to fit into different social situations, and knowing what makes other people tick.
You have to be psychic.
Or
Empathetic.
Empathetic. Or an empath.
Or pathetic.
Or pathetic. And then fairness is treating all people the same according to the notions of fairness and justice, not letting feelings, biases, and decisions cloud your judgment of others. Giving everybody a fair chance. That's what my top 5 are. That's what they are.
Okay, so I found a paradox here.
Yeah.
What?
His number 1 is humor.
Yes.
And that's funny because he thinks it's number 1. And he agrees with that. But then also it's at number 1, so.
I think I'm
I'm just.
I know. Do you want me to
Mind
do
you, it's not the typical comedian get up on stage and make everybody
Oh
laugh.
no, I know. It's just
It's a different type of. It's not necessarily. That doesn't necessarily mean that you are funny.
Yeah,
it just means that you find humor in situations. So it's not necessarily that.
No. By the definition, it's making other people laugh and feel good.
and bring smiles to other people.
Yeah, there you go.
But what he's on about is seeing the light side.
First part is liking to laugh and tease. So it's
No, that's fine at all.
It encompasses a lot.
Your number 2 was
kindness.
Yeah, I can see that. It's doing favors.
Yeah, you guys like that one? Okay. Honesty.
Yeah.
I'm pretty honest.
Light.
Excuse me. And Gabe could tell you about all the times I've come back drunk and have just told him everything.
Yeah, but
That's because you were being... Yes, exactly.
No, but I do that anyway.
Well,
like, I'll just...
Okay, but then he says that where he's like, I would have told you anyway. I'm like, yeah, you know what, you're right.
Right? Yeah.
But why do you hesitate, Rodrigo?
Not that I disagree, I just don't... I wouldn't put that in your top
In the top 5, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I know. I don't know why.
I'm not
I
saying it shouldn't be, but... Okay,
Okay.
what's your next one?
My next one is social intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being aware of how people feel
No, I'd put that in
and
there.
knowing what people think.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
No.
Being a
Psych
psych major,
major,
that's one of what I really like about
It better
myself.
be your top 5 if you're a psych major.
Yeah. So I really want to go into counseling, and I feel like social intelligence just screams, you need to go into counseling.
So what am I thinking right now?
That's not how it works, Gabe.
God, you don't even go
God,
here.
you don't even go here. Jesus. And my top 5 is, my 5th one is fairness. I'm a huge proponent of fairness.
Nerd.
I mean...
No, that's number 6.
Oh, nerd.
No, it's not. But, no, like, the amount of times that I was like, that's just not fair.
Yeah.
And my mom yelling at me like,
Oh, you come with 3 brothers, so yeah.
This world isn't fair. You got to get used to it. I'm like, no, but just try to make things even, between.
Better.
Stop babying Jason. You know, get up,
Fucking
grow
Jason.
up. Anyway, so those are my top 5.
All right. Yeah, pretty standard there. That all makes sense. It checks out.
Are we moving on to someone else's top 5, or do you want to do your bottom? Because I feel like that way, if we do that, it's all going to be you, and then all me, and then all Gabe, or someone.
I mean, because we're gonna guess.
I say we do the top 5 together and the bottom 5 together.
Okay,
Let's
so
do
should
them
we?
real quickly.
Now, do you guys want to try to guess at each other's?
Oh yeah.
I really want to guess at your guys.
I'd say just like guess a couple, not
guess.
not try and guess all of them.
Come on, we know each other really
I'll
well.
guess. I'm going to be throwing at a wall and hoping it sticks.
Like,
Because I cannot read.
All right. So who goes first? You or me?
I feel like I'm easier to guess. So
Yeah?
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
All right, let's go. All right, what do you guys is there? What do you guys think is there?
Okay.
Okay.
Living with you for 4 years.
No, that's not there.
No, I know that's not there. You know,
if I had to guess one, prudence.
yeah.
Being careful about one's choices, not taking undue risks, not saying or doing things that might later be regretted. That sounds like
That sounds like Gabe.
You know what? You think that'd be in the top 5? It's not.
Wow.
See, that sounds like
That's
you.
number 7.
Humility, I feel like would be another good one.
I'm thinking
you read
judgment
one.
is in your top 5.
Judgment.
Judgment's in the top 5.
Got it. Nailed it.
Humility is higher than I thought. It's at 11. But
Wow.
then, okay, it's higher than I thought. But then I read the definition where it's all about like letting your accomplishments speak for themselves and not regarding yourself as more special than someone else or something like that. And I was like, okay, you know what, that matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have very specific definitions. Once again,
That's
like,
literally
so.
all I got.
So
Everything else is
I'm gonna
about-
throw judgment at you, and then I'm also gonna throw perseverance.
No,
No.
that's number 6.
Oh, god damn it! One off.
Close.
I was like, it's gotta be one of
So
his.
you guys got 6. I'm surprised Perseverance didn't make it. I'm surprised at what's number 5.
What's your
Okay.
top? What's your
So
top
now let's let you
And
tell
then
us
what-
what it
oh,
is.
oh,
Okay. Well, I'll just go the same order he did. I'll go 1 through 5. So
Yeah.
number 1 was appreciation of beauty and excellence.
Huh.
Huh.
Hold on.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Number 2 is honesty.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Number
can see
3
that.
is judgment.
Okay. Good.
Number 4 is fairness.
Interesting.
Okay.
And number 5 is humor.
Okay.
Not at all the top 5 I was expecting.
Not at all.
Welcome to my world.
mean-
I don't disagree, but
Come on, he's
Okay,
a funny guy.
nah.
Okay, wait.
No,
let
again.
me read you number 1 because that's the one I was like, what? No, appreciation of beauty and excellence. It's defined as noticing and appreciating beauty, excellence, and/or skilled performance in various domains of life, from nature to art to mathematics to science to everyday experience.
You have to admit,
I feel like if
that
you do
is a game.
That's kind of what he's doing right now.
That is what he
That
does.
is my lifestyle.
With
Yeah.
his degree. That's what he's doing.
That's what.
As an English major, as an aspiring film critic and television critic,
Essentially a
stuff
film
like that,
major, because all
Yeah.
your English.
Yeah,
credits
no,
would be
yeah,
taken from
pretty
film.
much, yeah.
This is why I put judgment up there.
I'm just a fan of the. Yeah, that one. After I read it, I was like, okay, that
that makes
sense.
so much more
Come on,
sense.
prudence makes sense.
Okay,
No,
it
prudence
does.
is
I
complete.
expected perseverance to be on there.
And
The honesty, I don't think we need to talk about. That's there.
yeah.
Judgment, just thinking things through and examining them from all sides. I think there's no
That's
there's
what
no debate
judgment
there. Fairness, which kind of goes hand in hand with judgment. Treating all people the same. Okay, blah 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 blah. Number 5 is humor.
Gabe, you do your puns. You are a
Oh,
funny,
Again,
quirky guy.
again,
Okay.
it's not just necessarily making other people laugh, but it's being able to laugh at everything.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And,
So it's
and that's
not-
the other thing. That's the other
It's
thing.
not simply just can you make people laugh.
Yeah.
It's, do you find humor in regular TV shows.
And I think it also helps
everyday conversation.
that I am a living pun machine.
Yes, that helps. That helps.
Helps
Alright,
you.
It doesn't help us.
Yeah, but number 6 was Perseverance. And I was like, I could have sworn that would have been the top 5.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I was
whatever,
close.
Whatever. I mean,
Clearly, you don't know yourself.
no, I don't.
No, I mean,
Yeah, now you do.
no, my top
All
5.
right, now let's try and get to know this guy.
All right.
What is going on between those ears?
Take a wild guess.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now, and I think it's
Yeah.
something we all have in common. Humor's there.
Humor is there.
Humor-
Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
Humor's in the top 5.
Yes. All right. I like it.
And I think it's influenced by the fact that we all live together.
Yes,
That
definitely.
Four
we
years.
keep, that we keep making each other laugh. We keep finding new jokes, inside jokes. I think that
Oh
would.
God, I can't imagine when we're older and we're like 60 and we run into each other again. And we just bring up something from college.
Hell, what are you talking about? We've been doing. We're gonna be doing this for the rest
We're
of
doing
our
it right
lives.
now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, humor's up there.
I'm gonna throw this out there. I don't know if it's gonna stick.
Mm-hmm.
Is Zest in your top 5?
Zest is not.
Oh, where does Zest fall on your list?
10.
Okay, top 10.
Zest is
Okay.
defined as approaching life with excitement and energy, not doing things halfway or half-heartedly, living life as an adventure, feeling alive and activated. I gotta say, reading it, I do think it should have been higher.
Yeah.
But that second caveat.
Yeah, that
kinda
second
gets me.
part. I was just reading it like
that
yeah,
not
no.
doing things halfway or half-heartedly. I have half-assed
That's
so
so much.
many things.
Yep.
I just, sometimes you're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Sometimes
this is enough.
you do it
this
all
is
the
fine.
time.
I gotta say, the first part, I
Totally,
like to
that's
consider
why I was
myself
like-
excited and energetic.
Yeah.
I love living life as an adventure. I like seeing things in a nice light and feeling alive and activated. I would say that's me most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually out kind of moving about, trying to do
Okay.
something. But that second
Is-
part, no.
Is self-regulation there?
No, you don't know me.
What?
No.
Are you kidding me? You eat on a schedule.
You do.
You do everything on a schedule.
Gabe,
Actually, yeah.
You control what you eat completely.
I was literally about to say it too.
Oh really?
I was about to say self-regulation.
Self-regulation is regulating what one feels and does, being disciplined, controlling one's appetites and emotions.
That's what I just said.
Not that I.
Okay, where is it?
It's his bottom.
It's his bottom one.
It's his bottom.
It's not my last
That's
one.
not his
but-
last one.
Oh
But it's
my
his
God.
bottom.
But it's in the bottom. So I'll save it for
Okay,
later.
my last.
Save it for
Because my problem with self-regulation is I'm good 90% of the time.
And then he gets a box of cookies.
The
And they're
problem-
gone in a day.
The problem is once or twice a month I'll go to Publix
God.
with the intent of a cheat day in mind. I'll get a bag of those vegetable chips that I love, or I'll get a pub sub, or I'll get some beer or some cookies, and they'll be done by the day.
But that doesn't automatically void the rest. of
No, which is true. But that area, that kind of weakness of it, kind of brings it down. It has to, and I agree with
I'm
that.
gonna throw one more out there. Curiosity.
Top 10, not top 5.
Oh, see, I mean, damn.
Top 10, but not top
All right, you want to guess
All
something
right.
else, Max?
All right, I'm gonna guess one final one,
Yeah, I gotta start reading them.
and then you're gonna start reading them. I'm gonna say,
Spit it out.
fuck.
That's not on the list, no?
Leadership.
No.
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 I thought
Do
it
you
was,
trust him?
No.
That's one of those that I wish was higher, but I know it wasn't.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
it wouldn't be.
All right.
At least not yet.
All right, read them
But
out.
yeah, so I'm gonna go in reverse order.
Oh, you're gonna go reverse
I'm
order.
gonna start with 5.
Wow, way to screw things up.
Yeah.
I'm just you gotta be different.
All right, go.
5 is judgment.
Okay.
Thinking things
damn.
through and examining them from all sides, not jumping
that
to
makes
no,
sense.
conclusions.
he does that all the time. He
Being
makes
able
pros
to
and
change his
cons.
mind
Oh
in
my
light of
god.
evidence and weighing evidence fairly.
Yeah, he makes pro con
Given-
this all the time.
Given my I study business administration here. That's kind of one of the things. It's not something that I was taught to do. It's something that I've been doing forever, but it's one of the things that's kind of been polished in college.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
4 is honesty.
Okay.
I thought honesty was there.
Because
but-
I'll just
You're just
Yeah.
quick
some
time.
moments I'll just say shit
Mhm.
and I can't even catch myself. 3 is love.
I was gonna say love.
3 is love. I
I
just
figured you love your
No,
there's
wait,
always
no,
a
that's him.
smile on my
That's him.
face. I've been with
No,
my girl
yeah.
for almost 4
Makes
years.
sense.
Yeah, you
Oh, time to
value
get a
your
new
close
one.
relationship. Time to
It's not like a lease game.
There's
I
a
can't
new
just go
bottle
back.
out.
Yeah, but
all you can do is sit in the car.
I cherish my friendships. I cherish everything.
Yeah.
You know, I heard a good line in a movie once that said, I don't know if it was a movie or a TV show, but it said
Memory is not
it
on
said,
that list. Right?
Memory's not on the list.
No.
It's a commercial.
But it said, you know what it may have been? It said, I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. You know, I'd rather have a lot.
Yeah.
I'd rather have fewer meaningful relationships than just be the cool guy around school that's saying hi to everybody, but you don't really know anybody.
Yeah. Also, it's a lot easier to carry your wallet.
Also that.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Although when you lose one, it hurts more.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with. That's why leaving high school was so hard for me. Because I did have a couple
Yeah.
more quarters down there. I got 2 in North Carolina. I got 1 in Naples. So it sucks, but it doesn't suck. But 2 is kindness,
Yeah, I thought that was there too.
okay.
which I gotta say is a lot higher than I expected it to be.
Really?
Not that I'm not kind, but my kindness comes off differently. I feel
Okay,
like my
but-
kindness is more of the kind of thing where, okay, so you guys know Red from that '70s show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm a Red, but my kindness is the kind of
As
kindness that
indirect
comes
as Red.
Yeah, it's the same way where I'm not very open about my feelings. I'm not very
Yeah, but do you see how they define kindness here? It says doing favors and good deeds for others
that
and, and helping them.
And I feel like if generosity were, I feel like generosity is kind of part of kindness.
Yeah. Well,
given the
that
definition.
definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's why you have to read the definition
That
for
I
it to make
definitely
more
think
sense.
I'm very generous.
So what's your number one?
You guys guessed it.
It was humor.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
humor. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot about
humor. No, you can't. I
Yeah.
laugh
Wait a second.
at commercials that I've seen 100 times.
Yes.
I'm watching that '70s show for at least the 5th time.
Yeah, you need help.
Ninth time, please.
Well, in a row. Like
In a
watching
row.
it.
You're right. You're right.
It's like the 3rd or 4th time.
Yeah.
I can enjoy the little things. I can enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I love stupid little commercials. I love little jokes. I can enjoy a couple of Gabe's puns.
You know what the thing is? I can agree with all of that there.
Yeah, I can't.
I can agree with the entire list.
Here's what's creepy. What are your top 3? So go from 1 to
Humor, kindness, love.
Oh, okay. So mine was humor, kindness,
Yeah, humor,
honesty.
kindness. Yeah.
I was like, oh my god. we
But
have the
honesty's
same-
on his too.
I know.
Honesty's a month, but he has that at 3, I have it at 4.
That's fucking crazy. That is really crazy.
Well, if I can, there are a couple that I
No, you
felt
can't.
should have been higher but weren't.
What are those?
One of them is social intelligence.
Yeah.
That was at 18 for me.
Wow.
Not that it's a weak point for me, but it's not my strongest point. And this one I'm very upset about. I feel like I'm a very good teammate,
Mm-hmm.
and teamwork was number 13.
Really?
Okay.
Mine was at
So-
number 9.
I'm kind of like, oh man, that should have.
Yeah.
I felt like that should have been.
Yeah, I got some things to say
Yeah. Okay.
about mine.
Where are some of that you had disagreements?
Well, we can talk about that when we get to the bottom.
Oh, they're in the bottom.
I
Oh
have
my
a couple
goodness.
more.
Yeah, some of them are like way at the bottom.
All right. So you want me to talk about mine?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Oh, sorry, but same with leadership. Leadership was one that I thought would be higher, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's why I gave it. I was
Cool,
like,
so wait, what's your bottom?
so my bottom 5. This would be starting at number 20.
Yeah, just read them off.
Hope, self-regulation, hope. I am not a hopeful person. Humility, love of learning, and spirituality.
So what was that? Well, it was
Hope, self-regulation,
self-regulation.
humility,
Mhm.
love of learning,
Mhm.
and spirituality.
You know what? They all make sense.
That-
Every single one of them. Nothing.
Yeah, isn't it? It's just because I
No.
can't regulate anything.
Dude, the funny thing is, I don't know if you guys know that Family Guy sketch
No.
where Peter's walking by, and then a homeless guy asks for change, and he motions that he threw something in his can.
Oh
and he
yes, yes,
didn't.
yeah.
And he's like, and the homeless guy goes, "You didn't throw anything in there." And Peter goes, "Yes, I did." Hope. Don't use it all in one place. But reading that and given the times and given the way we are, the fact that one of my weakest points, hope.
Yep.
It's just kind of
Yep.
it kind of fit the comedy narrative.
To be fair, it's
little
higher
too
up
low.
on the list than
Than you thought it would be?
spirituality. No.
Oh, okay.
The spirituality, it's number 20 as opposed to 24.
24.
So we got a little bit of hope in me.
And it's not that these are
There's hope for
weaknesses.
hope.
They're
There's
just
hope for hope.
They're weak, strong points, so they're not weaknesses. So it is
Yeah.
different. Gabe,
What do you guys think my bottom one is?
your bottom one?
Just one guess.
One guess.
One guess at what my bottom
If I
one is.
had one,
You just won.
spirituality.
Okay.
Spirituality.
Okay, both of you? Alright.
Yeah.
My bottom 5.
If spirituality isn't in your bottom 5, I'd be
Starting at 20.
Starting at 20.
Starting at 20.
Social intelligence. I got beef with this next one. Creativity.
Oh.
But it's because of how they defined creativity.
Okay.
And I'll get to that.
Oh.
22 is spirituality.
Okay, so then the bottom.
So does bottom 5.
23 is kindness.
Oh my god!
Listen. How many times did I drive you guys sophomore year?
Again, I think this is another red situation.
Yeah.
You're not going to go out of your way to help everybody you can.
No.
But when someone asks you for something, you help out. I got to disagree with that.
I'm not saying I'm the
That-
kindest person, but
No, but to be fair, you
God
are.
damn.
I've never really,
Yeah.
I've never
the
thought of
bottom
you.
one.
Wait, so what was your list so far?
Social intelligence, creativity, spirituality, kindness, and now the bottom, of the barrel.
Love of learning.
Forgiveness.
Oh,
Oh my god.
And the thing is, I read it,
I
and
can see that.
it took me for a second. I was like, no, you know what? That makes sense.
that makes sense.
That makes sense, because I hold grudges. And not terrible things or anything like that, but it takes a while for me to forgive.
Yeah, you're not an Avenger.
And I'm not exactly forgive and forget, But if I do forgive, I will never forget.
Yeah.
I never forget.
Yep. I don't
And
forget.
so there's always that little part, because if you don't forget, that means you also kind of didn't totally forgive.
Yeah.
So that I can agree with. Now let's get to creativity here.
You got beef with that one, huh?
I do have beef with that one, but then I read the definition. Thinking of novel and productive ways to conceptualize and do things. Includes artistic achievement, but is not limited to it. Now, as far as artistic achievement and all that, I think I'm fine with that. The thinking of novel and productive ways to conceptualize and do things. Now, a lot of they asked this question like 3 times. Are you open to doing things in new ways? What?
It's like that.
Like
That's creative.
Yes.
My hook is
yeah. But we're not talking about you.
No, but I'm saying. But I'm saying. Okay.
And I feel like in many ways I am creative, but like when they put that part in where it says like doing things in new ways, I'm like, no, I'm very set in my ways. I'm very stubborn like that.
You are very.
Yeah.
And the way they asked the question was like, would you be open to doing things in new ways? And I'm like, no.
No.
And that's where it makes sense. That's why it makes sense to me. But
yeah,
if you take creativity at face value, I think it should be a lot higher.
Yeah. Especially because you're.
At least maybe in the artistic sense.
Yeah, movies.
Or the movie
thing you did.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I taped a bunch of stuff together to make different structures. I play with Legos all the time, so stuff like that. And the other one that I think should be higher at 17 is curiosity. I'm surprised it's that low, and that a few other things are above it. Not too bad though. So moving on to Rodrigo over there.
Starting at 20. What are your bottom 5?
You and I are very similar.
Fuck
Jesus.
My number 20. I don't think they're in the same order. I know one of them.
Hey, you can't say Jesus.
Spirituality
is at your bottom.
Spirituality. My God.
Well, then I could take his name in vain. Damn it.
You just give it back.
You're right.
And you're done.
Okay, so my number 20 is love of learning, which I have some beef with. I gotta
Really?
disagree with that.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing.
No, Gabe, no. You saw me watch like 9 different documentaries this semester alone.
Okay.
It's only been 3 weeks. It's only been 3 weeks.
But the thing is, with love of learning, it's not wanting to learn new things. That's not how they define it. They define it as mastering new skills. And what else is there? Related to strength of curiosity, but goes beyond it to describe the tendency to add systematically to what one knows. Yeah, it's stuff like that.
I was like, I'm not.
It doesn't necessarily fit this definition, but I gotta say, I'm a very. I think
that's curiosity.
That's where curiosity.
That's why you really have to read the definition.
Curiosity is my number 8, so that's different.
See, that makes more sense.
So yeah, 20 is love of learning. 21 is self-regulation.
Wow.
Which I kind of got to disagree with a little bit.
Well, yeah,
but at the same time, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
22 is fairness, which I completely agree with.
Yeah.
No, you. Yeah. 95% of the time, you don't get a second chance. I'm sorry.
I see that.
Some people deserve a second chance.
Fairness or forgiveness?
No, fairness.
Fairness.
Second chance for fairness? I thought forgiveness is second chances.
Oh.
Giving everyone a fair chance.
Giving everyone a... Okay.
Not a second chance. It's a fair chance.
Oh, well, then I got to disagree. No, wait, no. What
you're more fair than most. You're level-headed. You're fair. Like, all right, I'll give you that.
No, he's level-headed, but he's also hard-headed.
I'm hard-headed, but that's not necessarily unfair. I got to disagree with that one, actually, yeah. But the problem was, my 23 is forgiveness. That one I agree with. That's the one I agree with. Forgiveness, no. You screw me over, or you do something, or you start being a puta, or you do something.
Leah! Donna!
You are damn right.
That's what I was gonna say.
Damn right.
I was gonna say, bro, dude. Oh my god, I was part of a. Well, you and I, yeah. I was on the board, so you didn't have to deal with the trash that I had to deal with.
Max was very hands off.
But
I was just like,
no, he wasn't hands off. He was there and he was helping, but I was the one in the back room.
They were part of the board at our old resident.
We were part of a resident association kind of thing. We essentially put on events for everybody. But I was the treasurer, and man, I had to deal with just 2 of the worst people I've ever had to deal with ever. And the thing is, it's not that we didn't get along and we disagreed, and that's why I didn't like them. They would go behind people's backs, and they formed an alliance and did everything the other way that we had planned or something. So you know what? If you start doing that, no, you don't have my respect.
You don't forgive that.
And you don't. Yeah, no. Especially if you do something like maniacal on purpose, and you're like an evil person. No.
I don't know how you could be evil on accident.
Get out of it. But you could do something perceived as evil by accident.
Yeah, unknowingly, I guess.
But you know, doing something with the malintent of doing it, fuck off.
Yeah, so what's your bottom one?
My last one is spirituality.
Spirituality.
Oh, okay.
Completely agree with.
Yeah.
The only way I'm spiritual in any way is I use the word God a lot, but I don't even mean it in the way that everybody means it. Mm-hmm. I literally mean it as like a damn it or shit.
Yeah.
I don't mean it as like a, oh thank God, bless the Lord. No, I'm just like, God damn it.
So I think this was an interesting.
I
test.
really like this. This was,
This was a cool one.
I've learned a lot about you, and that you are the same person.
Yeah,
Okay, look,
that's really
I
weird.
was gonna say we have a lot of
But is
There's
it
a lot
weird
of
though?
com-
Think about it.
no.
It's really not.
Just out of curiosity, the one that I did for business 4 years ago, my freshman year, I still have. It was through a company named Gallup called the Strengths Finder.
Also not sponsored.
They didn't do a weakness thing, but the top 5 of them, Maximizer, which
I'm mad.
I mean, if I had to link it to something,
You just lost your humor. Up to 2.
No, that was
You
that was
see?
humor.
that's something that I feel like that changed. Empathy, I feel like is still there.
Yeah.
That's something that I
Yeah.
can still relate to.
Yeah.
Individualization,
Yeah.
These are big words. These are
really
much bigger.
funny because the next one is woo.
What?
WOO, like the woo factor, just to have fun and
Like
make
a woo girl.
No, just to have fun.
No.
And the 5th one is positivity.
That's all you.
So not a lot has changed in these 4 years.
Nothing has changed.
But it's good to see
Absolutely nothing.
It's good to see that I have both of those strength finders type of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
This was fun.
This
I
was
like
fun.
this one.
This was great.
Yeah, this was good.
yeah.
This was fun.
All right. So
Signing
I guess
off.
We're signing
we'll
off.
We'll see you guys again later.
Yep.
And this was
Gabe,
Rodrigo.
and Max.
and this has been the Three Gators podcast.
All righty.
Adios.
Bye.